he's a beautiful dog. A dog that feels he can just jump up on that, this is pretty obvious to you, it means he doesn't really have boundaries. He can just do what he wants. We need to limit that. Now this doesn't mean your dog can't get up on you, but it should be done with permission. Like if he sits in front of you, you go, good boy, okay, up. When I tell you to get up, not when you just feel like jumping on me. Yeah. Same with like your daughter there jumping all over you, you'll go, hey, limits. Yeah. I'm busy, I'm talking. You did what you do exactly in dog training. You taught her, you went, no, concentrate, I'm trying to do this. That's doing the same thing. You're trying to teach your kid boundaries. So much of parenting is like naturally instinctive. We just do it, don't even get taught. It's like teaching your kids how to speak English. No one teaches you how to do it. You just do it. You know how to do it. Same with that. So those applications you do with training your little kids, you use these same things for your dogs. Praise good behaviour, correct bad behaviour you don't like, whether it be, taking a toy off them or restricting their ability when they get older to go out and see friends, whatever it is. There's like a consequence for the action. Dogs have got to have consequences too. It could be made to go to your place, it could be a sit, it could be anything. If they misbehave, they've got to have it. I'm not a fan of positive only training, which is all food all day. You can never raise your voice. I'm a believer the dog does need a consequence for an undesirable behaviour. Now, it doesn't have to be hard. We're not trying to hurt a dog. But with a dog with this personality, he's like a big dog squashed into a little dog with personality and strength. A lot of people get fooled by that and they treat them too much like a little dog, like a cute little dog. And you realise you actually got a dog with a lot of personality and we need to give them limits. What we use this for is, let's say you have friends, like us, someone come around and you don't want him annoying them. You want to be able to send him to his place and stay. Let them be here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let him just chill and get down, calm down, then release him off his place. Rather than having to manage this dog that's crazy manic and things. Like it'd be nice to be able to use how we turned up there and you know he's going to be crazy, you might test him when he's good and go, place, stay, you walk all the way up there, come back, and he said that'd be a really cool goal. He could do that. You're looking at me like,
that would be a cool goal, but...
No, he could do that, okay? The only limitation on a dog doing something is put on by the owners because they look at the dog, can't do it. Yes, he could. Dog training comes down to consistency and patience. Consistency, I can't stress that enough. Dogs improve completely related to how much you practice. If you don't do the work, you don't get the results. Like life for us. You want to learn something, you've got to study. You want to get fit, you've got to train, whatever your goals are. So, we're going to teach him this place command. He clearly likes it, so it's a good thing. That's why we use, obviously, the comfortable bed. But we want to be able to make him go there and stay there with control. Dash, place, let's go, place. Good boy, stay. Oh, stay. Let's start with a very small stay. 3. Couple of seconds at the start. If I go any longer than a few seconds, he's going to move and want to get off. I'm going to build this up over time. This is called successive approximation, which means every exercise we do in dog training has an end goal, and to get to the end goal we break it into very small approximations, which is levels, whatever you want to use, whatever term you want to use. The mistake people make in dog training, the most common mistake is they go from there and they go, okay, now let's try 5 meters. It's from 30 centimeters to 1 meter. If that fails, we go back to 30 centimeters. We have to really consolidate every single level before we move to the next level. So let's do it again. And it's always name before command. Dash, you ready? Dash, place, place, place. S, stay. Nice and clear, good body language, stay, stand tall. The feedback to your dog that he's doing the right thing is loosely. Stay, dash, free. Good boy, yes, good boy. The only way a dog doesn't learn to stay is what I said before, is if he doesn't have a consequence for moving. If he moves me, dash, it's not that. He moves, you place him back. He moves, you place him back. In dog training, there's a lot of battles between you and the dog. He doesn't want to stay, you want him to stay. And it's a bit of this, back and forth, until you don't give in and he gives in and goes, okay, I'm just going to stay here then. And it doesn't have to be done through raising your voice, nothing. It's just simply putting him back and winning that sort of battle of patience, and I'm going to put you back every single time. Let's say I said to myself, Okay, from here to the gate, I'm going to divide that, because I know he can do a couple of meters now. I would divide that into, let's call it 10 approximations, 10 levels.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this. Dash, place, quick. Good boy, place. Okay, stay. So I give him the stay command. Now I know now I can get to stay, drop in the lead, stay. So let's call this stay, stay. Good boy, stay. Stay. Good boy.
Look at his tail go.
Good boy. Now the reason he's taking the food now, this is a really good moment. He didn't at the start, he's a little more anxious not knowing me. He's starting to enjoy his training now, relax, he's taking the food. Stay. So I would do approximation 1, probably 5 times. I just do this, stay. Good boy, walk back to him. Good boy. And I don't mind plenty of food in this instance. If he wants to have a piece or not, stay. Good boy. And the good thing about place, I don't care if he rolls over. He can stand on his head. Just don't hop off. You know what I mean? Stay. Good boy. And it doesn't have to be food every time. Stay. I want you, good boy. I want you to use your food as a variable reward, which means, let's say you do 5 at approximation 1, you might give food the first and the 5th.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be every time. And then none. Okay, stay. So let's call that one a successful level approximation. Let's go, let's double that. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. And this is the point where people get, stay. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. They do it wrong. They go, oh, walking back and forth is too much. I'm just going to triple this level. And then the dog fails.
Yeah, they get impatient.
You get impatient. You've got to stick to the method. Stay. I just keep consolidating this. Stay. Good boy. And then I might make this distance a bit more challenging by making more noise. Just moving a few things. Stay. Good boy. Anything. Doesn't matter what. Stay. It's important that we try to make this training as real as possible. I don't do this. I'm not going, stay, you know, this is no confidence in the body language. Be tall, you're a big guy, use your size, use it as confidence. Dogs pick up on confidence. They're very perceptive to you being confident or having no confidence and being very doubtful and not knowing what you're doing, and they're like, what are you doing? Be confident. Good boy, I come back. You're a good boy, yes, free, dash, let's go, free. Good boy. That was excellent. Good boy.
You haven't tried.
See what I did there? Watch this. And then remember what you're going to say. When I stop patting, he'll probably jump, so I'll be ready. Ready? Good boy. No. We'll do it again. Ready? Good boy. No. Do it again. Good boy. Hey. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So I know the dog, so I preempt the jump. I go, when I stop patting, because it's pretty common, when you stop patting the dog, they want more, so they jump. So I purposely, I'm 5 steps ahead of him. I do it again, I'll be like this, hey buddy, good boy, yeah, you're a good dog, good boy. I think about my knee, good boy, good boy. If he knows that you're ready to correct that behaviour, you can stop that in days. Okay, move around. If he moves, you put him back. That's better. Move confident. Just walk. That's better. Now come back to him. As you pick up the lead, tell him to stay. Stay. Now a little bit of praise.
Good job, Dad.
Stop the praise. Now release him with that word free.
Free.
That was better.
Free.
Okay, what you did was play. And 2 of the kids play a little bit rough. The teacher will just instinctively just go, hey, be nice. That's marking behaviour. They go back and play. This is what we do with dogs. We don't, if he jumps and does something, he doesn't learn by taking him away from the thing. This thing of whole time out and sitting in the room, dogs don't sit in the bedroom half an hour and go, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. They just sit in the room and go, huh, what can I do here, you know what I mean? So what we do, if he jumps like girls, you watch it, your timing's got to be impeccable. He jumps up, you go off, you tell him off, you mark it, and then you let him go back. And I promise you, you do that enough, he will learn. Every time you get you come, they're going to be on to me every single time. Okay? And when they get bigger, they can learn it as well. Right now, a little bit small and can't sort of fend for herself. It's your job as parents, as leaders of the dog, to step in and correct these behaviours.
Is he learning this? Sorry.
There you go.
Is he learning this place thing just for that bed, or anywhere I put him?
Good question. Anywhere you put him. With my dog, if I had him here, I could say, I could point to that and say place, then I could point to this barbecue and he'll try and get up, he'll try and jump in there. It doesn't, yeah, place.
Place in your, because we like it, I mean, we, you know, want him to be able to be with us and
Yep.
like just be in the office with Bruce.
Place. The battle with recall is you have to be extremely valuable to the dog. Dog's looking at another dog, or a miniature horse, or a child, and you, and it's decided between you or that, and you're either going, come here, Bori, or you're going, come here, horribly,
I go,
yeah, or there's something fun that they can play with. They're making a decision. So you've got to be very, very valuable to your dog. Now, it's got to be done with really good voice inflection, and it's got to understand. One of the most common mistakes that people make with a recall is A, they're not valuable enough, B, say the dog doesn't come, and then it takes 5 minutes to catch a dog, and then eventually they come and the person punishes the dog.
Oh no, I don't do that.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, they eventually come and go, what have I told? Next time I tell you to come, you better come. That dog just learned coming to you is a bad thing. Okay, it's really common sense, but a lot of people do it. If your dog doesn't come to you and you know the recall command, you just take a breath and you walk towards the dog. Another thing, and get your dog and enforce it, but you've got to be set up for success. You don't go from an untrained dog to the beach or a football field and go expect you can go, come, and the dog just comes to you. Like the place command, the sit, the stay, everything else we're doing, you have to practice the reps. If you don't practice the reps of doing recalls, the dog doesn't know the exercise. Most times dogs don't come to you. It's obviously, part of it is obviously nature. They're just not designed to want to come and sit beside you all the time. They want to be running. And next thing is people just don't do the work and expect the dog to just come without even putting in the time. You've got to put in the time. You've got to have the bond. You've got to be valuable. There's a lot of work that goes into a recall. Sometimes it'll fail. My dog's pretty well trained. Every now and again on the beach though, there's a dog that he'll just click with and he loves, and it's a challenge to get him to come back. But I can usually pick it, so I'll either call him or I'll go, you know what, I think he might fail. We'll just walk to the dog and get him. Most of the time you can't, it's pretty 99% recall. There's the odd time that it won't fail, but what I'll do, say I was 50 metres from him, I don't think he's going to do it. We'll cut it down to like 10 metres. I'll get a bit closer so I know I'm sort of close enough. Nash, and then I get his attention, then I call him. I also never call him without his focus. Okay? Again, like if I was behind that building over there and I couldn't see you and you wanted me to do something, you wouldn't call me without my name first to do something. You wouldn't go, it's a silly example, you wouldn't go, Jason, you wouldn't go, turn the barbecue on. You'd go, Jason, you'd get my attention, go, yeah, what's up? You go, hey, can you turn the barbecue on? Yeah, focus first. Same with your dog. Focus first, then call your dog. It's really, really important. Dash, come. Yes, that's better. Come. Come on, buddy. Quick. Good boy. Good boy. It's always a battle for me to get a dog to come to me that's not my dog. I don't have a bond with him. He's like, who is this guy? So very quickly I want to get you guys to do this because you're more valuable to him than I am. So I'm essentially at the start just teaching you the fundamentals, and then you're going to step in because it's very uncommon for a dog to want to come to me that doesn't know me. He's not my dog. Dash, come. Oh, good boy. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. You just proved me wrong. Good boy. But you hear my voice there. I'm over the top.
Yeah.
I've got to consistently, as he's running towards me, nice voice, nice voice, nice voice. I want to go towards that target. That was excellent. That was very good, Dash. Okay. These are called roaming recalls. That's what I call them. Just walking around, letting him be a dog, be distracted, and then randomly, Dash, come, Dash, come. Yes, good boy. Come. Quick. It's only a lead. Come. Good boy. Sit. Quick. Ah, very good, buddy. That was excellent. Good boy. So just, again, these are just the reps I'm talking about. I don't call him without his name. Focus first. Dash. Dash. He's going to the toilet. 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 Good boy. Finished. Dash. Dash. Hey, come. Quick. Come. Good boy. Come. Yes. Sit. Good little sit. Good boy. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Valuable, valuable, valuable. You've got to be valuable to your dog. Oh, Dash. Hey. Dash. Come. Quick. Come, 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 come. Yes. Good boy. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come, come, come. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Dash. Come. Stand up. Sit.
Sit.
Put your hand over his head.
Sit.
Keep pushing.
Sit.
Only once.
Here, people come see.
Yes. Good boy. Sit. Good sit. Dash. Come. Good boy. Come on, look. He has no engagement. Hello, Daisy, come. Okay, go.